guys, this is AJ Pal and I am today back with a new video. In today's video, I am going to discuss on a prime focus which has been discussed in this year's budget, and that prime focus area is EV battery swapping. Let us go deeper into the announcement related to the EV battery swapping policy which is going to be implemented soon. As we can see that the policymakers have given their feedback to the Honorable Finance Minister, and they have acknowledged that there is a shortage of space in urban areas for setting up enough charging stations for all electric vehicles. And thus, the Finance Minister has proposed to introduce a battery swapping policy which in my guess will run parallelly to the EV charging infrastructure. So we can see here in this photograph that a EV charging station is somewhat different from a EV battery swapping station. Charging replenishes your battery charge while on the go, while battery swapping indicates that you will take your car to the swapping station, they will just pull out the used battery and put in a new freshly charged battery in your vehicle. So when we are driving our electric vehicle and on the dashboard charge indicator it flashes low charge in our EV battery, we simply go to the battery swapping station and the guys over there over a few minutes pull out the depleted battery and put in a freshly charged battery into the vehicle socket. So as we can see in the photo, the EV battery swapping station is like a very fascinating piece of technology, and surely the electronic vehicle revolution will come parallelly through EV battery swapping and charging. Let us now go and see into some of the stocks which might contribute to this sector. Indian Oil is one of the largest oil marketing companies in India, and it caters to a humongous amount of vehicles running on the road for their fuel needs each and every day 24 into 7. It's no surprise that in the future you can see that Indian Oil may be entering into some joint venture or some partnership with some private company for EV charging or EV battery swapping facility as well. This would give Indian Oil a huge edge. Tata Power is already into the EV charging ecosystem. It is actively gearing up towards that end, and it will be no surprise if they choose to join the EV battery swapping facility services as well. Tata Power company has already given a good amount of return in last 1 year, from 80 rupees to currently it is priced at around 250 rupees. You may enter this stock if it goes through a healthy amount of correction and hold on for a long term point of view. The second stock I am tracking is Power Grid Corporation of India Limited. It is a public sector unit company, and the reason I am tracking this stock is because that they seem to have expanded into the EV charging ecosystem as well. So in future that there is a possibility that they may also try to enter this EV swapping facility as well. Now this company Exide Industries Limited needs no special mention. It is a very well known and the leading battery maker in India. It manufactures batteries for the current generation of internal combustion engine vehicles, and it is recently foraying into the lithium ion battery space as well, as it is tying up with a company known as Leklanche for lithium ion batteries. The second largest battery maker in India for vehicles, Amara Raja Batteries, is also trying to foray into the lithium ion battery space. But a word of caution is that for last 1 year Amara Raja stock has gone through a huge amount of correction. So while entering this stock, be very much cautious. Now there is another lesser known company in market by known as Cabra Extrusion Techniques, and it is also trying to foray into the battery manufacturing sector for vehicles. It has made a 100 crore capex plan for its battery unit. So let us go and study the chart of this stock, how it has performed in last 1 year. As we can see that it has gone from 100 rupees to current 540 rupees. That means 5 times return in last 1 year. So my advice is that look at this stock but don't invest at current level. Wait for a healthy correction to enter this stock if needed. Tata Chemicals is a very well-known company to all of you. Not only does it make specialty chemicals, but it is also foraying into recycling of lithium-ion battery and components. And given that lithium is a scarce commodity, this whole recycling plan of Tata Chemicals is going to be a very big game changer in future. While investing in stock market, you should keep in mind that you should invest according to your risk-taking capacity and only after studying the stock in detail. Investing is not a foolproof path to positive returns, and stocks can go up and down all the time. So study and then only invest in a particular stock.